In this class, I am going to teach you how the entries are made while issuing the shares. Now, the company will collect the amount from the public by the issue of share. So, each stage, the transactions has to be recorded. Now, let me read out the question today which I am going to solve. XYZ Company Limited issued 10,000 equity shares. Means the number of shares are 10,000 of rupees 100 each. 100 each means the face value of each share is 100 at a premium of rupees 10 per share. Means 100 rupees shares are issued at rupees 110 including premium. How the amount will be paid means rupees 20 on application. Means while applying the shares, each shareholder has to pay rupees 20 per share application. Now a person is applying for 10 shares. He has to pay 200 rupees. So for each one share, 20 rupees are paid as application fees. Next, rupees 50 will be paid while allotting the shares. And this 50 rupees are including premium. The premium amount also will be collected. That 10 rupee premium will be collected along with allotment. And rupees 40 on first and final call. The remaining balance will be collected in first and final call. Why this called final call means once this amount is collected from the applicant, then the company cannot demand for extra amount. This is the last call. If there are two calls, then 40 rupees can be collected in two installment also. Then the first call will be called as first call and last call will be called as final call. It may be together or in one call. The remaining amount can be called up by the company, that is called first and final call. Now in each stage the accounting entries are to be made. First, a person is applying for the shares, means he has to pay the application money. Now how many shares are issued to the public? That is 10,000. 10,000 into each application money is 20, means the 2 lakh amount has to be received by the company while applying the shares. Now the amount will be paid in the form of check and the amount will go to the bank. When it is paid in the form of check, bank is the receiver of the benefit. So bank account will be debited. So bank account will be debited and this 20 into 10,000, that is 2 lakh. 2 lakh amount will be received by the bank for application money. And who are the givers of the benefit? The givers of the benefit are shareholders. Shareholders means here the applicant. So applicants are the givers of the benefit. So applicant share application account is the personal account and here the credit the giver. So shareholders represent the share application and share application will be credited in this entry. That is bank account debtor to equity share application account. Equity share application account. Bank account debited because it comes into the business, means bank will receive the benefit, and equity share application means these application money represent the shareholders. They are the giver of the benefit and for that reason equity share application account will be credited with rupees 2 lakh. Credited with rupees 2 lakh. So next the narration has to be written in the bracket, that is equity share share application money received on how many shares? Received on 10,000 shares. Received on 10,000 shares. So this is the narration. So what is the entry for receiving the application money now? Bank account debtor to equity share application account. Bank account is debited because the receiver of the benefit, and equity share application account represent the shareholders. Shareholders are the givers of the benefit. So equity share application account will be credited. Now equity share application is the part of share capital account. Equity share application may be allotment money, first and final call money. All these amounts belongs to which account? That is belongs to the share capital account, and the application money has to be transferred to the share capital account. So second entry what we make is for transferring the application to share capital account. Now how to transfer the application money to share capital? Means equity share application account debtor, equity share application account debtor to equity share capital account. Equity share capital account. Now equity share is a liability. So liabilities always it will have the credit balance, and the application money whatever it is received that will be transferred to the equity share capital account. That is equity share application amount is 2 lakh and that will be transferred to which account? That will be transferred to equity share capital account. And the narration has to be written again, that is equity share application money transferred. Equity share application money transferred. Money transferred to which account? Money transferred to, that is equity share capital account. Money transferred. So these are the first two entries. Any doubt? First entry for receiving the application money. Second entry for transferring the application money to share capital account. Listen here. Now actually first entry share application is credited to cancel the credit balance in the share application. In the second entry share application is debited. Suppose if you remove these two accounts, that is equity share application credit balance will be cancelled with equity share application account debit balance, means actually this entry is cancelled. So what is the remaining entry now? Remaining entry will become bank account debtor to equity share capital account. So need not to be cancelled, but I am saying for our convenience it will be transferred to share application account. Next the share application money will be transferred to share capital account. Next, now if the company reaches the minimum subscription, then the company will start allotting the shares. Allotting the shares. While allotting the shares, the company has to receive the allotment money. So before that, the due notice will be sent to the applicant who have applied for the shares. Now, while sending the due notice to the applicant, along with the premium it has to be paid, means they have to pay the premium amount also. Here the allotment money, when it is due, when they have to pay, the order will be sent to the applicants, or it is sent to the shareholders. We can call them as shareholder because the shares are allotted. So here after allotting the shares, means at the time of allotment they have to pay the allotment money including premium. In this question now, ₹50 on allotment, and in bracket it is given that is including premium. The 50 rupees including premium, that means share capital, how much amount will be transferred? ₹40. 50 minus ₹10 means 40 rupees will be transferred to the share capital account. Now when the due notice is sent to the applicant to pay the allotment money, they will become the debtors of the business. Debtors means the person who has to give money to the business. Now the applicants, they have to pay the money to the business. So till they pay the money, they will be treated as debtors of the company. Debtors means they represent the asset, and asset always it will show the debit balance. So here allotment money is due means the shareholders, they represent equity share allotment account. So equity share allotment account debtor, equity share allotment account debtor. Why it is debited? Because the amount is due from the shareholders. Amount is due from the shareholders means the business has to receive the amount. Till they receive the amount, they will be treated as debtors. So debtors means it will show the asset, it is asset, and they will show the debit balance. So what is the entry has to be passed for? Allotment money due means equity share allotment account debtor. How to calculate the money? How many shares are issued to the public? 10,000. 10,000 into allotment money. Allotment money is 50 means 50. So that is 5 lakh. That is 5 lakh. Next, it is the share allotment money is the part of share capital debtor to equity share capital account. Equity share capital account. Here, out of 50 rupees, 10 rupee will go to premium. Means that is including premium 50 rupees have to be paid by each applicant. Means what is the share capital? 50 minus 10 means 10,000 into 40 is belongs to share capital. So share capital amount will be 4 lakh. That is 4 lakh, and 10 rupee extra amount what they are collecting as premium, that is the income to the business. So what is the rule of nominal account? Debit the expense and credit the income. So security premium is an income. For that reason it will be credited. So to securities premium account. Securities premium. Now security premium, how to calculate means 10,000 into what is the premium amount? That is 10. That is 1 lakh. That is 1 lakh. Suppose if there is no premium, then what is the entry we are supposed to make? Equity share allotment account debtor to equity share capital account. So in that case, this premium amount will not come. Means this premium entry will not appear. So how much amount to be collected on allotment? The total amount. That is including premium. The company has to collect or has to receive how much amount? That is 5 lakh. So here same entry will be made, like when the application money is received, we have written bank account debtor to equity share application account. Now which money has to be received? That is allotment. Again it will be paid in the form of check. So bank account will be debited debtor to which amount it is? It is equity share allotment account. Equity share allotment account. That is 5 lakh. Including premium, whatever the amount collected, that will be credited to allotment account. So next, the narration will be being the allotment money received. Allotment money received. Money received on how many shares? On 10,000 equity shares. So this is the fourth entry. Third entry we have passed for allotment money due. And fourth entry for receiving the allotment money. Bank will be the receiver of the benefit. So bank account is debited and equity share allotment account is credited, because the allotment stands for the shareholders and they are the giver of the benefit. So next, after some days, again if the company wants any amount for any business activity, then they can demand the shareholders to pay the first and final call money. Now in this question, the first and final call has to be paid rupees 40 per share. Rupees 40 has to be paid per share. Means 10,000 shares are issued to the public and first and final call is 40, means 4 lakh should be received from the first and final call. Again the letter is sent to the shareholder, and at the time of sending the letter to the shareholder to pay the money, the one entry has to be passed, that is equity share first and final call account. Final call account debtor to equity share capital account. Equity share capital account. So how much amount to be received on first and final call? Means the number of shares issued are 10,000. 10,000 into rupees 40. So that is 4 lakh. That is 4 lakh amount to be received from the shareholder on account of first and final call. That is, what is entry we made when the amount is due? Equity share first and final call account debtor to equity share capital account. So equity share first and final call account is debited because it represents the shareholders. Again, it represents the shareholders and they have to pay the money and the business has to receive the money. When the business has to receive the money, business or company has to receive the money, means till they receive the money, they will be treated as debtors and the share capital account is credited because it is the liability. So next, after sending the notice to the shareholder, after some days, the amount will be received. That is, first and final call amount will be received. At the time of receiving the first and final call, one entry has to be passed, that is bank account debtor to which money is received now, that is first and final call. First and final call account. That is first and final call account. So what is the narration we are going to write now? That is received first and final call money, or first and final call money received on how many shares? That is 10,000 shares. Received on 10,000 shares. So for each entry, after write the narration, bank account is debited, receiver of the benefit to first and final call account. The bank received the money 4 lakh towards the first and final call. So after receiving the money, this entry will be passed. Suppose some of the shareholders, if they fail to pay the first and final call, then that money will be deducted from the bank. Now for example, in this only, suppose 10 shares first and final call is not paid, means that is called calls in arrears. That calls in arrears account also will be debited if the full amount is not received, or that will be deducted from the total first and final call amount and that will be written in the bank bank account. Suppose if there are calls in arrears, there are two accounts to be debited, that is bank account debtor and calls in arrears account debtor to which account? First and final call account. Why calls in arrears are debited means it is the expense. Understood how to pass the entries? This is the simple problem with the issue of shares. So the total face value of share need not to be collected in one lump sum. It can be collected in 3 to 4 stages. Then as while applying the shares, shareholder has to pay application money, and while allotting the shares, allotment money has to be paid, and on first call and final call together it can be collected. In that case, first and final call, some money has to be paid. When you add up together, it should reach to the face value. Now 100 plus 10 rupee premium, so total face value of each share will become 110. If you add up all the amount, that is application, allotment and 40 first and final call, it will come 110. Thank you for watching this video. In my next class, I will explain at the time of discount, if the discount is allowed on shares, how to pass the entries. Thank you.